We welcome you to the third AADMER Partnership Conference. The ASEAN Agreement on Disaster Management and Emergency Response, or AADMER, has been effectively facilitating regional cooperation between and among ASEAN member states since its entry into force on 24 December 2009. As the legally binding regional agreement in ASEAN, AADMER has directly contributed to the building of ASEAN community and the enhancement of disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation of the peoples and communities in ASEAN. Following the spirit of AADMER, the AADMER Work Programme 2010 to 2015 has contributed to the advancement of effective mechanisms to achieve substantial reduction of disaster losses in lives and in the social, economic and environmental assets of ASEAN member states. The implementation and accomplishments of AADMER Work Programme have been achieved through the collective efforts of the ASEAN member states, specifically the ASEAN Committee on Disaster Management Focal Points, co-chairs of the ACDM working groups, the ASEAN Coordinating Centre for Humanitarian Assistance on Disaster Management, or AHA Centre, the ASEAN Secretariat, and the continuing support from all partners.
Being one of the most dynamic regions in the world, ASEAN has achieved robust economic growth and development in the past 2 decades with the adoption and implementation of the roadmap for the ASEAN community. However, ASEAN is also one of the most disaster-prone regions in the world. In the past decade alone, ASEAN has been host to half the number of global disaster fatalities. Average annual losses due to natural disasters have reached $4.4 billion, and this does not include the mega disasters such as the Indian Ocean tsunami, Cyclone Nargis, and Typhoon Haiyan. This is why building the resilience of ASEAN and its communities and people to disasters and climate change is an urgent matter. ASEAN has made substantial progress since the ASEAN Agreement on Disaster Management and Emergency Response entered into force in 2009. ASEAN is constantly learning from its collective experience in responding to disasters and sharing its knowledge with the international community. With the launch of the ASEAN Community and the adoption by the leaders of ASEAN in 2015 of ASEAN Vision 2025, Forging Ahead Together, ASEAN committed itself to becoming a more resilient community. The ASEAN Vision 2025 on disaster management outlined the strategic direction that the region will take in the next 10 years on disaster management, and this includes collaboration between various sectors and stakeholders, continued support for the AHA Center as the operational engine of the ASEAN Agreement on Disaster Management and Emergency Response. In the next 10 years, cooperation on disaster management will forge a deeper sense of an ASEAN identity, deepen our partnership, and promote innovative approaches in delivering life-saving services in times of disasters. I'm confident partnership will continue to fulfill a significant role in realizing the vision of a resilient arts community. It is my hope that as we continue to work together, we deliberately put the people at the center of our initiative and make sure that those who need most life-saving support are not left behind.
ASEAN Vision 2025 on disaster management, institutionalization and communication, partnership and innovation, finance and resource mobilization, Priority Program 1, Aware, Risk-Aware ASEAN Community. Priority Program 2, Build Safely, Building Safe ASEAN Infrastructure. Priority Program 3, Advance, a disaster-resilient and climate-adaptive ASEAN community. Priority Program 4, Protect, protecting economic and social gains of ASEAN community integration through risk transfer and social protection. Priority Program 5, Respond as One, transforming mechanisms for ASEAN's leadership in response. Priority Program 6, Equip, enhanced capacities for One ASEAN, One Response. Priority Program 7, Recover, ASEAN Resilient Recovery. Priority Program 8, Lead, ASEAN Leadership for Excellence and Innovation in Disaster Management. ASEAN envisions a safer and resilient ASEAN community where people and communities thrive and are able to withstand the onslaught of disasters and the adverse effects of climate change. This is the vision that binds us, the 10 ASEAN member states, and inspires us to do better as we work together in the field of disaster management. At the heart of the initiatives outlined in the ASEAN Vision 2025 on disaster management and the AADMER Work Programme 2016 to 2020 is our desire to build safer and resilient communities. It is to the people of ASEAN that we dedicate this work program, and we, the ASEAN Committee on Disaster Management, or ACDM, remain steadfast in our resolve to work together, deliver the promises contained in this work program, and turn the vision into action.
Are you in?